Alright guys, welcome to another edition of the Kissing Annie podcast.
Yeah, boy.
Today we've got on the big man himself.
Yeah, big man.
Guy, literally, you guy.
Have I gained that much weight?
Yeah, you've gained. What are you eating? Okay, in bar met, you guy.
You guys have I gained. I thought I've lost weight.
You guy, you've lost, you guy.
Yeah.
This is you losing weight, you guy. You guy, you know when you get
It's
the
even
door,
worse, man. What the fuck?
when you get the doors like Daga kwa hapo nje. Check Titus ni aje? Oh, Dag is coming. Check you. Hey, this Titus guy is now talking exactly like Dag. Man.
Yeah,
I mean, when was the last time you GP my weight? Me, I've been losing weight lately, you guys. So people say, you guys.
I don't remember that. The last time I GP'd was like maybe last year, end of last year. But I've been feeling very light. Like, you know, I've changed. My diet has been slowing. Like, I've not been eating a lot. I've been exercising a bit more. Not real exercise, you know. I mean, just do the walks, the obligatory feel good type of exercise. Like, no, you know, I keep fit. So I do walks. I do small jogs here and there. So I've been feeling a bit lighter. I can even handle the stairs better.
Oh, you're not panting when you go up a flight of stairs, eh? You guys, me, I was gaining weight at a very high pace, you guys.
Oh, you guys, the time you were looking, everybody was telling me you look happy. You look newly married, you guys. People are like, you look like you just got married.
But you know, see, I've told you in private, there's a time I just started to relax in my life.
Yeah.
That is the time I said gaining weight, you guys. You guys meant, I feel like weight is maybe like 80% mental.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess it does something to your metabolism.
The relaxing, right?
Yeah, metabolism just says ujamaa sasa ni kama amechill.
I think hizo vitu za ku-store fat are normally really active. Okay, relax, you guys. When you're tense, you guys are really
They're working
on
hard,
holiday.
you know, chommering them.
They choma them.
It's like a trading floor in there. Like, oh, what are we moving? What emotions are we processing?
But you guys, I discovered the easiest way to lose weight is just not to eat late in the night. Like if you get home, you know, the way us guys have late nights. So I'd get home maybe at 11, 12 midnight. Alafu naanza kuswaka ukali na nini. Na nyama. Na mboka na mala. And then you guys go and lala. Check it after eating, check it. Then I go and get the bed, you guys. So all those things are converted into mad fats. Then pelekwa to my face. Check it, hii peleka kwa uso. Wako wapi wakupeleka kwa
uso? Letter trans. Wait, but nimewambia hiyo matako achana nayo. Hiyo matako.
You get that right. Atiatana na matako.
Chana na matako imejaa. Huko imejaa, pelekeni kwa uso.
You guys, then you know, I've ever seen those guys who get fat here, you guys.
Yeah, bro. Like,
check haya, uso imejaa, weka kwa shingo.
Shingo, kuna nafasi kwa shingo niliona nikipitia. Nikitoka kwa shingo niliona kuna nafasi tunaweza.
No, those are the ones where, you know the way you have to handle.
Yeah.
As the foreman and the fundi. Check ya, sota tutafanya. Check ya, sikia. Kuna pale nep. Hapo nep kuna kaje.
Wapi hapo? Hapo chini ya kisogo tu hapo.
Cheki hapo tunawezeka. Cheki tunawezeka. Kuna jamaa mwingine anaitwa Jeremy hapo nayo mingi sana kwa net.
Hata waliacha huko last time, waliacha hawakufunga milango huko, tunaweza ingia tu.
Hata walimwekea net mbili.
Waliweka net mbili huyo kwanza kuna line katani. And you know construction guys normally have access, you guys. We had access to places. Only they know what is in those buildings. Do you know that house in Yaya Center that has like CG, it was built and they put cement in it? You might find there's a guy living there. He knows a nook and cranny in there.
True, baby.
Like all these years he's just been living rent free, anasema mimi naishi tu Yaya, bro.
But I don't know how true that story is about Yaya.
And say, well, I know that guy was a real bully.
The total jama.
So there's a high chance that somebody actually sabotaged him, you guy. Like he refused. What was the story? Like he refused to pay them.
Yeah, a contractor was not paid.
Yeah.
So he went and took ballast. You know what ballast, ama? Concrete.
Yeah, mortar or something.
Yeah,
mortar.
And then he just poured it in the pipes. But you guys, is that enough to stall a building? Like fixing that is that hard?
Yeah, because you know the plumbing systems were inbuilt into the walls. I think they are inside the walls.
So you have to really bomb
it. But on the other hand, like there's no way that mortar would just drive. Oh no, if he didn't know about it, the mortar just dries over time, man.
And then where was the security? Because remember, this place belongs to Bwana Total, you guys.
No, but maybe the contractor hasn't handed it over. And then it's clear this guy's not going to sort you. Amesema, mnyi mtajipanga maumbo.
The contractor, you guys, projected lack of payment, you guys. But no, that's what those guys used to do those days.
Yeah.
They used to go, they go to National Bank of Kenya, you borrow a loan, then you just go away with the loan, you guys. You don't have any intention to pay, you guys.
These guys didn't know power is translucent.
Can you imagine saying that on an actual conversation?
You know what you need to realize is power is translucent. It's transient. Huh? Yeah, no, it's also translucent because now you have to tell what you have already said. It's
fuck the guy for transient. Doubting himself.
Ama inakuanga translucent.
You guys, that is so interesting, you guys. So these guys didn't know power is translucent.
Man said they didn't know.
It's opaque.
Bana. Bro, you guys.
You guys
started suffering. You guys, kiburi na kwanga ba.
But is it really translucent? Because huyo jamaa aliishi tu bana. Mpaka akaingia the sweet buy peacefully usiku.
Yeah, of course. No.
While his family is singing hapo kando.
No,
check it in the sweet.
Buy and buy.
Aya, wacheni kuimba, wacha niende. Na mkumbuke power is translucent. Cheki huyu ameenda.
And they usually have those who have white grandkids or toys just speaking in a weird accent about it.
The accent.
Guka and Bamari told us.
Yeah, Maze, you guys. Like, hey, grandchild.
Yeah. No, but I feel like, as soon as it ended, bro. Like, you feel the difference, I'm sure.
Yeah, true,
like they were a shadow of their former selves, to be honest. Like whoever was, look at everyone who was especially boisterous. Wow, alikuwa anatembea na ile kiburi
ile yenyewe hujui mimi ni nani.
Bro, I'm sure there's an existential crisis attached to it, man.
True, yeah. Because there's a notable change.
Exactly. So but the guys who just stayed under radar, they're just fine. Like the guys who were just like, there's an MP in my place, you guy, he was just a normal folk. During Moi's time, he was even a minister a few times. That guy just lived a regular life, bro. He never stopped. Like you'll see him in some town, in dusty town with an old GDs, those Toyotas. He's still living like he's just living like everyone. He doesn't give a fuck.
All right. I think it's like before he was
Yes.
Before he was he's just mutu
awatu. Like he didn't get over. Like he didn't get into the power games too much. He just did the job, then just fucked off, and he's just like, but
I think you have to be totally different natured for power not to creep into your subconscious.
Yeah.
Like you have to be that simplistic nature has to be very deep in you guys.
Yeah, and you have to be very secure in your skin. I feel like somebody like before they were quoting. That guy probably got bullied a lot. But I compare to personality and character you get. The moment he got power, he's just like, yeah, it's whatever, man. Grateful for this, and then I'll drop it when I need to.
I normally see him in some Catholic church on videos. Sits at the back, you guy.
Like a freaking villager, right? Like just living a good life.
At the back, you guy. Check.
Yeah. Oh, that guy was actually a popular teacher, right? Like he was a really good, well-known teacher too.
True.
Like,
but why did they re-elect him though, despite his non-power?
Because politics is stupid sometimes.
I think it's the nini of the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not what you do over the 5 years; it's the hype you can create at that time.
At that particular moment. Yeah, it's not. So usually you find people who are probably performers don't survive in politics that much. But it's very rare to get a performer and a good politician.
Right.
Yeah, it's rare. Like you do from
right?
time to time you get them.
Because Kibaki wasn't the best politician.
Yeah, but he was an extremely good performer. It's so good that politics had to take a backseat. Like if people were diligent with politics, like with work, I think politics would catch up. I think so. I think the most it's got to do with Iyo Kitu.
But it's theater, like theater of the masses. So you have these guys doing this. So every day you wake up expecting a new thing that someone will do.
Entertainment. It functions the same way as entertainment and religion, the opium of the masses.
And then now we have the Peter Drury's now of the political scene. Kina Lee McQueen, you guys. Checking what Raila is doing. Raila is strategizing.
Bro.
He has plans because he thinks ahead.
Yeah, that's like just entertainment tonight on TMZ, you guys. Those are
In
just...
my next video, I will tell you how Raila thinks ahead. You can check his subscribers. Yes, he thinks ahead. Wazi Lima.
I swear, like, guys consume politics for entertainment. I swear to God, people don't use it for what it's supposed to be. Actually, do you think they do? No, majority of people don't do it.
And most of these guys
For resource and understanding, they don't. It's just games na kupiga kifua na kufanya hizo vitu zote hizo. That's all they do, man.
True, man. But you guys, we've just dove right in. You guys, on my video which I posted today, because I did a podcast with Shiko.
Shiko Withaka.
Yeah, but she was also in Canada, you guys. If you know, you guys didn't get to cross paths in Canada, did you?
Nah, man.
So anyway, I posted a video with Shiko, and in that video I put a video of you that I downloaded on your Instagram, you guys.
Which one?
Where guys were really clapping for you guys.
Oh, where?
You remember that video where you were getting a standing ovation in some club?
Bro, I get so many standing ovations nowadays. I don't know which I can't keep track.
South Africa.
Oh, South Africa. Yeah. Okay, that one. Yeah, that one. Egypt. So. Yeah, okay. Yeah, South Africa.
So we were just discussing how you guys did a really, really good job. How's your experience there, man?
Bro, it was amazing. It was my first time there.
Yeah, you guys didn't tell me how to remove this thing, you guys.
Oh, bro. Na vile umenyoa nywele ile ya vijana. Unaambia niweke ile fade ile. Ikwe mohawk. Mkona mohawk. Hizo zilienda zimeisha. Weka ingine basi yenye inakaa mohawk, lakini hapa kando iko slanted. Isikuwa imesimama tu hivi kama box ya kitambo. Iko slanted kando.
Cheki hamnyongi mohawk anymore. But nani alinyoa nefu yangu juzi?
Sikujua. Hizo zimebaki ni junior.
You guys. So they tell me to kalia that chair which was a car. You know that chair for the cheki kama unatoka moho kalia kiti ya watoto
toshe uko ndani.
Anything to look different, bro. Me, I'm carrying those chairs, you guys. So look at the Javoka there with a mohawk looking hairstyle.
Check your wakati. Umenyenyekea.
Mimi nilichoka na number 1, you guys.
No. I
was tired of looking like Rigathi and Ruto.
Bro, I know, man. You're so lucky you have the choice, man. Me, I don't, man. Like, I wish, the times that I used to have hair, I wish I did that.
You guys used to have dreadlocks, you guys.
Bro, I did I guess dreadlocks is only
how long did you have the dread?
I don't know, 4 years.
When you're going to Canada, you started cultivating them?
No, I started doing it accidentally. I used to have these afros. I was just an afro guy.
Oh, right.
Afro man, yeah, just looked like Mwafrika those times, And then I go to Canada, and then the first few months you need to go to the kinyozi. You go to the kinyozi once every 2 months or something to just get it touched up. And I'd go there and these guys are like, yeah, it's $20. Now, I'm a broke ass student, man. At that point, remember, I just finished nimetoka huko. The places I used to know at about to 50 bob. 50 bob is valuable. So then you go there and they're ignoring you for $20.
And you have to convert it.
Then you're converting it to Kenyan shillings to make sense of it. And you're like, $20, that's 1,200 Kenyan shillings, bro. Back then, that was where the Kenyan shilling was at.
Okay, it was doing well.
It was doing really well, man. Hey, I was like, I'm not doing that. Let me think about it, because I need the money for other things, for food, for rent, for all that fun stuff. So, kidogo, and then slowly you stop. Once in a while, you do the rough thing, the temporary dreads. People are like, it looks nice on you. And I just started neglecting it. Like unaoga. Like it was my mouth style, man. Unaoga, and then it just curls. It just I didn't go to no shop. No, why I couldn't go for a haircut. Niende nisukwe.
Sasa wende utengenezwa.
Ilijitengeneza tu, bro. Yeah, bana. Ilijitengeneza tu, bro. So all I had to do, I used to just split it a lot of the time. Okay. So it just became a thing, and I just became a look for me for like 4 years, man.
You get long since I had that word, kusuka. You guys, let me do this. Let me put this phone on airplane mode.
Okay, unaweza pata hata ushapigiwa saizi bana mambo. Ulisema unatuma saa ngapi? Bro, you think I can make a call while you do put the...
Can we close it?
No.
Clicking the vibe.
Yeah. It was part of the joke. Me, I was still riffing. Unajua viewers, you have to retain them. So mi nilikuwa naendelea katika ile harakati ya kuretain my viewer. Unaona?
Cause hii kitu bado inaendelea.
Kunini. Unajua hii podcast ina grow. Bro. Hey, by the way, umerudisha?
Yeah, nimezima.
Yeah, by the way, congrats on the podcast, manze. You're doing really well. Kama ulizaliwa ufanye kazi ya podcast.
Lakini podcast nimekuambia tangu which year you guys. Nimekuwa nikwambia tangu
ulishinda 2010. Nakwambia anza kitu bana. You are passionate about this shit, but uko unaanza man.
You guys stars.
But I'm happy umeanza.
Stars haziko zimealign you guys.
Yeah, inaeleweka pia.
Mental state pia iko imealign pia.
Ni kweli.
What are we talking about before I interrupted you? We're talking about your
South
dreads.
Africa. Yeah, my
your dreads. You're saying they just
they just became a thing. And they became a thing, and then
so you just maintain them at your house.
Yeah, I just used to wash my hair every day though. And then endelea ku curl up, and then I just split it manually.
So at what point did you say yenyewe hii maisha dread yenyewe iwezi?
It wasn't a drastic thing. We were just in an afternoon drinking with some friends. This lady, I think we used to hang out a lot. A Kenyan lady we used to hang out with in Canada. I was just like, man, maybe it's time to change up my look. She's like, yeah, you want me to cut your dreads? I was like, yeah, cut my dreads. It was an afternoon drunk thing we did.
Oh, so they
tukanyoa tu.
Ulikuwa na machine?
It's makasi. We did with the makasi. Yeah, wakatoa zote hivi.
Yeah, alcohol can make you make very radical decisions. Lakini at the Kipara started showing. At the airport started coming through.
But I think God was preparing me for something
psychological. Check it. I never knew what he was planning for me.
Because even my point of the thing that was consoling me to just let go of all these years of dreads was like, so I'll just grow zingine.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
If I need it.
Yeah.
But that is good.
Like Samson, you guys.
Like Samson
style.
But I know.
Check it. Ka Samson. Unajua Samson? So ma Philistines limkata nywele. So kenye kakadu
akaona udem ni mrembo na nywele ni yangu bado. Sinaweza zemesha.
Akadish odem. Unacheki? Alafu odem akamwambia anyoe nywele, unacheki? So akanyoa. Lakini ikagrow. Ikakata kugrow. Ile grow back one more time.
Yeah, but they taken out his eyes.
You guys. They traded his hair for his eyes, you guys. So you pulled a mad Samson, you guys.
I pulled a Samson, and then few later started realizing my hair is not gonna grow past this centimeters because it
was taking a bit longer.
Yeah, so like generally it took like a month for my afro to come back usually. A month to 2, but then it'll get to a month, and then this top hair stops at this height you get, and then this one keeps growing like this.
It was unwilling.
Bro, and then back then I used to work. There was another job. I had started doing comedy, but there was another job that I used to do in the summer. I was a safety officer somewhere, and we used to have to wear helmets and stuff because we were working in plants and all stuff. So the excuse was like, easy makofia, wearing helmets is making it worse. I'm sure it didn't make it better, but I don't think that was a reason, man. I think it was on its way out.
It was destiny, you guys.
Destiny.
You know that song called Destiny. Check it, Destiny.
Man, look from where you go.
That's what your hair follicles were singing, you guys. Check it, mtu wa nep. Eka yongoma.
Ziliniacha vibaya.
Eka yongoma ya Destiny.
I was in denial for a while, you guys. Used to have schemes with my kinyozi guy. So, kenye utadu, nyoa hizi, weka hapa namba, utaweka hapa namba number 1, alafu hapa weka number 2, so those guys zinatosha na this guy is telling me it's gone.
You go with your own photo,
bro.
Sikia achana na Ludacris
nini check nini
just shave with.
So this is 3 months ago. Sasa nataka and I used to have an Ethiopian barber. You guys telling me my brother this is gone. This is your brother. And then he started just akakuachia tu. You used to oblige, man. Knowing this is really pathetic. So after a while you have this style of yours. Hapa zote zimeenda alafu hapa ziko light hair on the top. Man.
I tell you that I guess I'm going through the same thing, but now with my white hairs, you guys.
white hairs are better, bro. Season
No,
does it
but still, it's a change.
Yeah, it's a change.
It's a change.
It's a change. Yeah, we are so vain, man. I couldn't believe the vanity. In fact, after I got over it, I was like, I was so vain. Like I was just trying to find my process.
So there was a time I decided to shave all my beard because I normally live an island here. So there's a time I just told that guy, "No, it is not." You guys, when my hair grew back, now they're like 8 extra white hairs now, you guys. I'm beginning to look a lot like Robert, you guys.
Borrells.
Shaky, to succeed in life, the thing that you need to do
is not have sex for 7 years. You think that's a real thing, bro? Like, I don't think you can.
You guys, that guy's not commonged, you guys. For 7 years.
I don't believe that.
That guy's nuts for days, you guys.
I don't believe it.
But I think maybe he has mad wet dreams.
I guess. No, I guess he can not do it. But somehow the bodily functions would still happen, man.
Yes, that's what
and maybe he has the most amazing dreams. This guy, man.
Man.
Check him and Beyonce. Monga at Beyonce last night. Shinwe.
Check him while Chipango saying, "You'd never believe what happened to me last night." Man, I should call that guy to the pod, by the way.
Yeah, you should, man.
You guy.
Atakuja kunini bana akupe my lessons. I make you catch up, man.
He's in America.
I've never. He's in America.
No, he's in America. The last I checked, because I have his number.
Yeah.
So kwa status nilikuwa naona kwa America.
Like America. Huh? Yeah, I don't. I've never actually listened to a lot of stuff. I just remember that one that he was saying that Nini first. I don't have sex. Me hapa tu kubaliana. Mimi nikasema hapa tu kubaliana.
You know that clip of
Wongo hiyo. Yeah, I was just like hapa tutaelewana. Hapa we'll not be on the same page.
But Kale's produced the most interesting sound bites, you guys. Check
Wongo hiyo.
Wait, Murkomen. Have you ever seen there's one where some farmer was shouting at Murkomen?
Oh, yeah. Waligula.
Yeah.
Murkomen and Gerarge, I went to school with your father.
You guys, Kale's have been my favorite peeps for a long time, you guys.
Man.
I think that's why Merudi Koi podcast Araka you guys. Although you guys we're talking about South Africa, eh? So how's it, man?
It was amazing, man. The audience was amazing, generous.
You went on a Friday. You went on a Friday, eh?
No, I left on a Thursday morning.
You guys, I'm trying to nyonya the juice out of that stuff.
Which one?
You guys, you're going to the ending of the story, and me, I'm trying to get. You know the way a chick gives you a story?
Yeah.
Like she gives you the introduction. Check it. So, what happened to me on Friday? No, what happened was on Monday, I woke up in the morning, babe. And then.
I'm already concluding the story.
Monday. Where to don't get on a Friday kweli. You guys, they start the story for about 5, you guys. Check it. So what happened at lunchtime was, check it, which day are we on?
And then remember Stacy. Oh my god, she's so annoying. She came to my office. So she came to my office, first of all. Okay, I have no problem with her, but like she's super annoying, man. Like, oh my god, like she's eating this salad. Mtu nakula salad, mtu mzima nakula salad.
She hadn't even put any dressing on the salad.
She came and I was just like, why is she dressed like that? Why is she wearing
and then you guys, if you support any of these characters, you guys, you're gonna get into trouble, you guys.
Yeah. We were like, si akule salad yake jamani, kwani you are supporting her? What's your problem? Kwani are you on my side or her side?
You get a wise man.
Basi nikulisha salad wewe. Utakula salad.
You guys, you'll never ever hear the last of that story. You get a wise man just nyamaza and skizas, you guys.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Hey. Oh yeah.
Really?
Wow. That's
crazy, man.
You guys, that's funny, you guys. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Me normally add seriously.
For real.
You guys.
Like I wish like there's a chick who would just call you out one day, man, when you're doing that for crazy. Real thing, and be like, why are you saying for real? It's not that ridiculous. It's normal. I'm just telling you a story, you weirdo. Like why are you? Unajifanya nini wewe? Mbona una simp?
Mbona una simp, you guys?
Unanisimpia. So niambie tu.
Again, keep said you just look at them and say, "Bitch, shut up." You guys, that's in another lifetime.
So jamaa tafute daktari, bro.
Check you in another lifetime saying that. Check it, bitch. Man.
No, I feel like guys don't get the entertainment value of what he's doing.
Yeah,
like people are actually believing that shit and actually living their life like
But
that.
if you believe it, it becomes like cultish, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
some of those
it's
things are not
ridiculous.
practical,
Half
you
the
get
time
utasema beach kwako you guy.
Eh?
Utaambia demo wako beach you guy.
Why?
Yeah?
Why?
Yeah, you'll get into unnecessary trouble, you guy.
See,
Then do you want a militant home, you guy?
No, I don't.
So you just want a quiet, chill place. Then you use tactics like that's crazy to handle things.
Give the respect you would expect. I don't mean like there's certain things like a chick cannot talk to me like if you are together and you're talking to me like that. I'm like I don't talk to you like that. Why would you talk to me like that?
Yeah, true.
Kanyaga kubwa jamani.
Kanyaga kubwa. You guys know local lingua.
Step on the big ones, big ones.
So you guys, tutafikiria historia ya South Africa leo ama tufanye
Mimi naona hata una kama tutengeneza the South African experience edition.
We can even make a poster. You
poster, yeah. Man. Remember the posters we used
South Africa. Check you. Then I wake up South African flag.
Like Sophia in London.
Yeah,
like those Nigerian movies back in the day. Man.
Mr. Ibu in London.
Ibu in London, man.
You guys, Mr. Ibu is one of my favorite characters.
Which one is Mr. Ibu?
The fat guy.
The Matiangi guy, yes. He's quite a character.
He actually looks like Matiangi.
Took me a while to get on with it, to nini that guy.
That guy has the best facial expressions.
I think by the time he was coming around, I was no longer watching enough Nigerian content or snippets and shit.
Maybe you're in Canada, you guys.
No, I was around. Oh yeah, I was in Canada.
My
and
ex is on.
Then it gets old very fast. All the Nigerian stories.
They're the same.
But the guy who was really good as just a good character was in Kemo. Like Kemo is like he's hilarious. That guy was hilarious.
Is he that guy for I want to harvest you?
No, that's another one. That's a new one. I never even saw that one before.
No, that guy died. The guy for harvest.
Oh, he died.
Yeah. You guys have ever seen that clip where I want to harvest you?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Hey, you guys, that thing is so funny. You guys. Can you imagine telling a chick that?
To harvest. It's a meme. But look memes have really built up.
I want to harvest you. You guys.
Memes have built our generation, nigga.
And then you guys being a comedian in the era of memes, you guys. What kind of destiny?
Tough life.
Faux pas is that, you guys?
Bands, yeah.
You guys on Twitter tweet the funniest stuff, eh? You guys, are those guys original, you guys?
Danny?
These tweet comics.
No, there's a lot of remixes. There's a lot of cover stories. But there are some guys who are just funny.
Yeah, true.
They're just funny, like super funny, but they never get the guts to actually use it a professional sense.
This guy called Carries Memes. The guy has been doing good memes for years. You guys.
Yeah, I don't know where he gets his memes from, because there's another, what is it? Is it Imager or Tumblr or something? Where the most of the good memes used to I don't know if they still do, but they would originate there before they make it to Twitter and then IG, then eventually Facebook and then WhatsApp. But yeah, so you find someone like that is in one of those big one of those platforms, and then they bring, and then some they tengeneza themselves, of course. Oh dude, by the way, the Kenyan ones wanatengenezanga memes zao, I guess. But but you know, a lot of it's funny, but hacky is funny.
But also I think you can take an international concept and make a local
localize it.
Unaiba meme ya mse pale, you guys. Some guy uko mbali is upset, you guys. Check, this is my meme.
This is my joke. Oh, that's actually what used to happen. There was a guy who used to do that. It was notorious a few years ago. He used to steal content from stand-ups, take it and make it a meme, create a meme. There was a whole scandal around it because people were like, why the fuck you're stealing all our stuff?
In Kenya?
No.
Abroad. Majuyu,
you guys. So, but yeah, so in a way, but I've never been really into memes that much, man. Like I don't jump into it as much as people do.
These young kids are quite keen on memes, you guys. I see how Irumbodhi has put like 20 his stories, and they're funny, you guys. Like meme sentences which are funny. Are those also memes?
Yeah, I guess
just
so.
A funny
because it's just a thing. Yeah, I think it's an art form in itself. I think like it's a new art form in itself. I think.
No, but nothing beats live stand-up comedy, you guys.
Of course not. But memes and sketches, they're right there. And then with that, I think in that world as well, the sketch and meme world there's a lot of allowance for borrowing and stealing stuff, basically.
But the sketch world is just a world on its own, and it's a very successful world. You see the views Key and Peele get.
Yeah. Very successful.
Very funny stuff.
Because there's no, I mean.
Those sketches for Key and Peele, you guys. Did you watch that one for Jay Quallen?
Oh yeah, Jake Wallen. Balake.
Yeah.
Balake. God, if you say what? Hey, Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. If somebody says something,
You guys, man.
fuck is that? And the kid's like, my name is Aaron?
Yeah. You
So
guys
go to Oshag Hannes' office right now. Mr. Oshag Hannes.
you know that thing off.
I know, dude, I've watched that sketch like 5 times.
But you guys, Kina Nani, see, they're just doing those things.
Nani?
Kina KJ and
Yeah, they did it.
They just do those things. You
They
guys.
used to do that. Like the problem, I think the problem with the Kenyan entertainment industry for a long time was, it's not a problem per se. It was just its infancy. It's new. It's the newness of it all means lots of people never took anything to the end, and then we never get. You gotta get serious pretty early. If you're a comedian in Kenya, so for example, one of the things that you never had the luxury of, especially back in those days, is to fuck around till it works out. Like, you know, you go to you find in a first world country, you can decide this is what I want to do, and I'll do everything it takes to do it, and I'll take a waiter job. I'll be a bartender for 10 years till my comedy picks up.
Yeah. In the
And
same
they
room
do,
where
and it
guys
works.
do comedy.
Yes, even sometimes, yes. Or even in other places. But they do that and it works. You do that and it ends up working out. And you can just live right on the line of poverty. But
You survive.
with ours here, it's like the discrepancy, the economics does not allow you to do
Like
that.
you'll
You
either
gotta
be-
get serious pretty fast.
Yeah, true. No,
Like-
Brian Regan used to do those things. I think he was a waiter, you guys.
Yeah, lots of people. Like, I used to work with a lot of comics who are still actively doing that, or they were that and then now they're full-time comedians. They're making more than they would be making what they're doing, and they're really good at what they do now. But over here, we didn't get that luxury because, I mean, our economy is just not gonna support that. Like, you wanna... Comedy requires certain experiences you'll never get.
But you guys don't think if Kina KJ, for example, stayed the course, they'd be
Of course they
very
would have.
successful in something related to those things?
They
right
would have, but we have another problem. Back then, everybody used to be dismissive of you. Hao vijana wanafanya hizi vitu zao za vijana. Like, to date, they still a notion that any form of art ni ya kusaidia vijana. Like, it's not a commodity in itself. Despite the fact that it's a billion-dollar industry.
These was,
Like,
we
you're
need to
a
support these people.
Yeah, like, you cannot be a lifelong artist somehow. Like, if you're doing it, after a while people start telling you, okay, sasa inabidi uanze kunini, and that shit, even if they don't say it actively anymore, it gets to you somehow. Like, you find people starting it and then they start doing other things. What if there's a lot of what if happening, because it's never been viewed as a wholesome.
Like, have you
career.
ever met someone who asks you, like a fan or something, they ask you, so what else do you do?
All the time. All the time. I'm like, I've been earning a living with this for a long
you're
time.
like, there's no else.
I think but of course there's other stuff. There's residual income, right? That came, but they all, like, when you look at all my seed money, it all came from comedy still. Like, because I started when I was doing that when I was in Canada and all that stuff. I did that for quite a while, right? Really well, and successfully at least. Then you come here and then you set up a few things, and if you know, nini kashamba hapa hizi vitu zote hizi, you know, I end up doing in many ways. And then I come back to doing comedy. So there was that sabbatical period of like 3 years, and then you do another 2 years where you're not really making anything, and then but you're building up. But ultimately, it's the thing I do the most. Like, I do it more than everything else. Everything else, I'm just supervising, naenda kuangalia, nangoja.
Yeah, like, but now at least there are people who are actually living. You can see that this person is actually living off their art form. You know, if you look at guys like Terrence, Kina Mamito, and many other guys.
There's many guys, and even in our scene as well, it's beginning to get that way, right?
Like me, I've been surviving on comedy for the last 2 years now, almost.
You know,
so you just try. But you, as you're saying, you have to. You know, it doesn't mean that you don't get another dollar from someone else, but
you gotta
the
be
main thing that you're doing. But now the hope is you stay on this thing, and then now it will surpass everything else totally, or eclipse, or open a door to something else that will take you to that stratosphere. Like, if Netflix comes to you and says,
plus also, here's another thing, there's a purist mindset. I remember when I was younger as a comic, I wish I had started I wish I was not that as purist back then, because what used to happen back then was you just want to make money from comedy, and I made money from comedy, like doing all these festivals and touring and that shit. But the thing is, everybody globally, there's so few people who do it purely, and they're doing fantastically well financially, so, which means there's other things around it, like things that build up to it, right? Like the writing gigs, acting, directing, producing, all that stuff. You need to incorporate that into your entire art journey. You can still be, I am primarily a stand-up comic and focus on that 100%, but there's something to be said about just other disciplines. Not even, forget now the logistics like producing and whatnot, but other disciplines like acting, writing, things that still chunk your writing muscle.
Like you guys, if you think about it, say someone like Joe Rogan, you'd argue that his mainstay is not even comedy, right?
Yeah.
It's his podcasts, and that is me just talking as a fan. It's his podcast and maybe and marupurupu hapa kwa MMA. But stand-up is just like that other thing which he loves doing and he'll never stop doing.
And also stand-up makes him a shitload of money. And if you ask me, the podcast is what builds his value in stand-up.
True.
Like he's able to, like it's a value add to stand-up. It's it's the pyramid. Like there's a pyramid. If stand-up is your most important thing, it's here. There's these other things that support it. The pyramids, like the podcast serves the marketing function of the stand-up, right? True, and also the sharpening, the creation part, right? You look at, so I feel like in a way, like you see, that's why I'm saying, you can never just be like, it's very few people who do that. Maybe Chappelle, who is just he's a purely a stand-up. He'll get invited to other gigs, but to like act and whatnot, but he's just primarily a stand-up, Louis C.K., but Louis C.K. did a lot of TV work as well. So, but a lot of the guys, it's never pure. You the more you realize it, you're like, by the way, it's just.
In fact, for me, I think Chappelle was made by that show he did. Like I never even used to watch him much before that Chappelle show.
And that show was part of it was also part of the pyramid to the stand-up. It gave him the exposure he needed to be a stand-up.
Exactly.
You put yourself out there, you become a stand-up now, respectable, because now people can see you, right? Because stand-up, you rarely put it out there. It's hard to put it out there. It's just raw in nature. So unless people are coming intentionally for it, it's always tricky to put it out there. So I think I don't know how we started that, but that I guess we're in a podcast.
Have you seen that comedy mothership thing?
Which one?
Joe Rogan has had a club called the Comedy Mothership. You haven't followed that page?
I haven't.
You should follow it, man. It's quite interesting to watch, you guys.
Why? What happens there?
No, as in it's just he's created just a movement in stand-up in Austin. Austin is not very stand-up here. So
it is. Doing, what are you talking about?
No, but maybe he's put it now on steroids.
Yeah,
because now he does Joe Rogan and Friends, and he has all these big names, Dave Chappelle coming through, Chris Rock and all those guys. And then he's paying more than the average comedy club.
Because he's got,
he's saying he just wants it to break even. So and then he has 2 rooms in there, Fat Boy and another one. Then the bar is called Mitzi. It's just interesting to watch, you guys.
It's insane. That's amazing to hear. That's I should try and check that out. I should strive to check that out.
You should, man. So South Africa, you guys.
South Africa.
You went to perform or ulienda to everything?
Both. Both.
Did you? I saw you at Maboneng, you guys.
Of course.
Is it? It's an art district.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Is that why you went there? The artsiness of it all.
To Maboneng or to South Africa?
To Maboneng, you guys.
Yeah, to just check it out. And that's a name I've heard a lot of times. I think there's a place in Nairobi called Maboneng, a restaurant or something.
Yeah, you guys.
So I was like, that's a familiar name. I just went. And but we were going. I think it was actually a suggestion. So the first night I was there after the festival, we went to Maboneng, like to club and stuff with the other guys. And then the following on Sunday as well, Eugene was like, let's check out Maboneng. I was like, I'm down. It was fun at night. Let's check out during the day.
How was it that night, you guys? Mulienda happy?
Tulienda some clubs there.
Where's your club?
Yeah, it was okay.
Did you party till the morning light?
No, I don't have that.
Check it at 6 a.m. Check it. Check you guys doing the robot trick.
Bro, it was something else to watch those guys just dance to Amapiano. The whole club, people are going down at the same time. What the fuck is going on, man? It was something.
You know, it's weird because they dance with their legs. Eh?
Yeah.
Like they don't dance. You know,
I chicken. Like what the?
You know, Kenyan chicks mainly the waist is the main area.
Yeah.
Like in how again, ni miguu.
Miguu,
Like at the primary.
The Southern Africa, they dance with the miguu a lot. Huh? Yeah, it's big.
My pal Kevo, you know Kevo, eh?
Yeah,
You're
Kevo.
telling me some guy met this South African chick during those era of raga, eh?
Yeah.
So the guy was trying to teach her how to dance with her waist. Check it out, leave the legs. Just move. Can you just move?
So she was kicking the legs. You can.
Yeah,
This guy is trying to rombosa.
Yeah, the guy wants to rombosi you guy. I found that to be very interesting. No, but I saw you killing it heavily in some club. You guys. How was that experience, man?
Bro, it was amazing. It was nice. It was like back in the day, man. It
club
felt
was
like
that
back in
again?
the day. Shaker's Extreme. So they have a show. Shout out to Baxter and Tabiso. They have a show, a Wednesday show. It's called Extreme Comedy every Wednesday. And yeah, I got linked up to that by KG.
Oh, KG, you guys.
Yeah.
Shout out to KG, man.
Yeah, and there was a lot of mix-up actually. That gig, I was initially supposed to headline, and then there was a change with they were supposed to do Chill and podcast, a collaboration of stand-up and the podcast.
Oh, okay. On that night.
So he was like, man, I'm gonna have to bump you to just do a guest. Then last minute again they changed it back to a regular
night.
show, so I ended up headlining it, and it was amazing, man. It was like it's a tough. You could feel it's a club. It's a tough room.
Oh, right.
But
It's like
just
where
came
here?
through.
Widely, I'm a number 7. I'm a
Probably would
I'm
be
a
number,
hybrid of
number
number
7.
seven.
Even though number 7 was just had acoustics problem, it was never that tough of a room. Used to be but I guess it's exactly like that. Comedy lovers and the room, like it's like these people, they have a higher standards. They have a higher requirement. Like you couldn't like number 7. Remember, you couldn't get away with hacky jokes that much.
True,
you had to be to dig a bit
Yeah,
deeper.
yeah.
That's the same way I felt with that Shakers. It was like you gotta dig.
So you headlined.
I headlined the show.
How many minutes did you do?
I think I did half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I was supposed to do 20. But it was so insane. The vibe was so Def Jammy. Like if I show you the video, half the time I'd have to wait for guys to finish laughing. Guys are walking around reacting to jokes, bro.
Oh, right. It was a packed crowd. You guys.
Yes, they're just people are just like, holy, what the? Oh, like I listened to a video, even the comments from the chick who was sitting on that table. I was just like, yeah, it was something else, man. It felt really good to do that. Like, just show up to a show, kill and go, and do that for that long. It was almost. It felt like, you know, sometimes you just do so well in Nakuru. Yeah, bro. That's
Me, I haven't even recovered from Naxi.
Yeah, Naxi is an amazing audience as well, man. Like, I mean, Nairobi is great, Mombasa is great, but Nakuru they just go nuts.
Yeah, but why do you think? Why do you think it's such a when you go to a different town? Why is it that the response is so good, especially the first time? I
think it's also got to do with the training of the audience. The audience are more attuned to it. They are more trained to that thing. Like that's what I felt in South Africa. Like they seem to get you a lot faster. Like I'll tell you this: when I used to perform a while back, like where you'd go to, you know, especially Western Canada, Calgary, these Alberta places, and Toronto and stuff. There was a sense in which whenever you're performing, every sentence, by the time you finish a thought or a sentence, there's a punchline at that. Like you're going for, if every sentence takes you 10 seconds, you're going for 6 laughs per minute. As soon as you finish, even your setup has a many setups. Like your punchline has many setups that lead to the big punchline, the end of the joke, right? But upper, they are with you because they have already gone to that world. There's a sense in which here, sometimes you're struggling to take them to that world. They don't want to come along. They just want the end joke.
Oh, they're waiting.
They're waiting for the big meat. They don't want this middle stuff.
Yeah, true.
And they fight it. It seems like they fight it. Yeah. That's why I was saying, like, the Nakuru, they don't fight it. And that's what I felt there as well. They don't, they're like, I see. They're already seeing the joke. Like, you know that philosophy. Was it John Cleese? I don't remember if it's John Cleese, but the guy who said sometimes comedy it's not just the element of surprise. That's what we confuse it to be. But it's sometimes comedy is like, it's just a fulfillment of what is known. It's like, this is what I'm about to say. This is what I'm going to say. This is me saying it. There, I just said it. And at every stages of that, people are laughing.
Yes.
You're about to say that. You just said that. Oh, you said it. Oh, you're saying it. Oh, you said it. And then we acknowledge it's that relating, that journey of relating to whatever I'm saying, right? But there's a sense in that a newer audience is still in a different spot. Like you're here joking, but a newer audience is saying, why would you say that? And it's like, because it's a joke. And then you have this weird dance where you have to win them back. By the end of the punchline, you're winning them back. So I didn't get that sense when I was doing that. Like it was like, the moment you set up, you're like, the first setup is like, oh, that's what you, okay, let's go. By the time you get to the punchline, boom,
you're
like
killing it,
because they're like, yes, perfectly done, you did that, like next or something, or wait, we react. And that's what was happening at that gig, man.
So did you write material for them, or you imported some of your stuff from Kenya, you guys?
No, what I did was I didn't write, bro. Why would you do that?
Yeah, true.
You get booked to a gig and then you show up with your first draft.
Half-baked
material. You have to show up with your real, like your
A-game,
tried and tested. At the very least, tried and tested, not A-game. So I felt like even some of my A-game jokes are very Kenyan based. So I didn't do enough for them. But I did a lot of, the crowd favorites. I did some old bits that I've never done in a long time. Like they never work in Kenya. So I just stopped doing them. So when I was there, I just brought them back and they just worked.
You revived them.
I revived them and they just worked.
Like the Undertaker, you guys.
Yeah, bro. And they was just like, and it was just random. I'm in the middle of a bit and I just, I'll just do that. And I did it and it, bam, connected. So
well, congrats, man. So how many gigs did you do there? Did you do just... after Wednesday, you just chilled?
3, 4, 5. I think I did 4 gigs or 5.
Would you consider moving there, you guys?
To do what?
Just to stay and perform, you guys.
No.
Tour, you guys.
No. Well, to tour, I would go tour. But I wouldn't move. Why the fuck would I leave Kenya? Like, I don't want to be a second-class citizen anymore.
Your country, your choice, you guys.
Unajivunia kuwa Mkenya, not really. I'm just happy to be a Kenyan. Well, that's not get excited. You know what I mean?
No,
there's a few lines. Kuna vitu tunafaa kumaliza ndo nijivunia. But no, I would not, like, dude, I made an active decision to I'm not gonna do that anymore. Like where I just moved to another country to look for something because it's not in fact that if it's not here, then will create it here.
Yeah,
you remember that's what we did with stand-up,
yeah,
right?
True, yeah.
Like it wasn't happening. I'm like, what the fuck? Let's set it up. Let's start from scratch.
Yeah, true.
And we did.
And everywhere you can actually recreate
you
the thing
can
that
do
you really
it,
want.
Man. So no, yeah, I wouldn't move anywhere else for any other reason.
But you definitely go to tour, you guys. I'm sure you're hot.
I'm going back in a few months.
Yeah, you're going back to Cali. Check it. I'm going back to Cali.
Yeah.
You guys lost your grandma Juzi. Pole mazejo.
Manze, shukuru ban tushapoa.
Quite a segue though.
Yeah, what a segue. Like from just this happened, like what, bro? Where did you go to journalism school, man? Like what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's why now I'm podcasting.
Yeah.
Check Emmanuel, come to the office.
Mambo ya communication hawezi fanya huyo. Unaweza kuwa na mic mahali na two lights tuwili. I have an idea for you, man. Camera, bro. What a fucking segue, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah.
No, but sorry about your grandma, man.
Yeah, man. Sorry about your mom as well.
Yeah,
too bad we lost her.
You guys, on Friday, I was in... where was I on Friday? I was in a place called Mukuyu.
Yeah.
On Thika Road, Koroero area.
Yeah.
It was my friend's mom passed on.
Uh-huh.
And then on Saturday, you guys, was in Ukambani, you guys. Kangundo, uko ndani, you guys. My other friend's mom passed on, you guys. So I think there's just a generational change, you guys.
No, that
okay,
I mean, it depends on the age.
Just but for us, I feel like this.
But your folks were quite old as well.
Yeah,
your mom was.
Yeah, my mom was 76 now, like officially.
Yeah.
ID obviously it's lower, but
lower.
As in ID nasema 71, but she was 76.
So she was.
So it's but it's interesting to watch though. Like that transition from this generation to this new generation, then seeing these kids growing up very fast. You guys hang out at the funeral with my nephews. Hey, you guys, those guys are big, you guys. Yeah, pumped, you guys. My bro can't order that toy anymore, you guys.
But you are close to the last born, right?
The last one?
When you're last born or second last born for your family?
In my family? Yeah, my small bro.
Oh, you are your small. The last one in your family is your small bro.
Yeah.
You're only older than one person in your family.
Yeah, in my family.
In your family.
In my mom.
Yeah. So in a way too, like there's that thing of your parents are a bit older than. But yeah, those things happen. I mean, it's life.
Yeah.
So njia barabara get there. But tunaomba Mungu, I guess.
Yeah, Mungu mazee. So what I want to do is I want to do more of, if I hear someone is, look at my levels are looking low, you guys.
What levels?
Oh, you guys, mics are opposite.
What do you mean?
No, ukiongea India na nini? No.
Oh, okay. No, it's not opposite. This is mine, right?
No. This is yours.
Okay.
It's supposed to be the other way around, but it's still fine. So I'm saying, I want to do more of, going. If I hear someone has lost someone,
the social thing.
If I send like a 5 sock, I appear there. Like I never used to do much of that. I started doing when my dad passed on. That's when I got the feeling that someone feels.
You just need to connect. Well, I mean, it's at the end of the day, the comfort is for the living, right? The need is for the living. So I'd even give you a better challenge. Be more intentional with your friends. Be friends with them. Like be actively friends.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Look for them. I feel like those are things you need to invest in more than anything.
Oh, because you get
don't just show up when there's a funeral.
Yeah, that's true.
Be like, call your friend for a beer. You have those things. I think those are more important than
because you get your when this person is alive, more or less, right?
Yeah, even those parents that are passing on when they're old, visit them when they are alive, man.
Yeah,
like
true.
if you know your friends' parents, you visit them when they're alive and stuff like that. I think it adds more value than when they are dead.
Yeah, true.
Like so that by the time you're doing it when they are dead, there's a real connection that you're helping with. I mean, granted, life is difficult. It's tricky right now, but calls and all that things. Like you just start realizing. Do you know that point in your life where you realized? And say you make money, you obsess about making money, you chase it, you get it, and then you're like, now what?
Yeah, what next, right?
And then now you go back to zero again.
I tell you,
and then you realize it was the friendships that mattered more. Like it was those things that should have mattered more, man. Like I was saying this with a friend of mine, and we realized you gotta invest in friendships more. Like if you have friends, just be actively friends to them. Not just be like, that's a person I used to know. It's fine if people go separate ways, but it can't be like I used to know that person and then you show up when there's something.
You guys, somebody I used to know, you guys.
Yeah, bro.
You guys know that jam, you guys.
Yeah, I remember.
Check it, somebody.
It was such an interesting song too. When the video came out, I was like, damn, what the hell is this? It was very creatively done and it went viral too, right?
Yeah, it did, you guys. Yeah. These breakup songs always go viral, you guys. I think many guys have broken up. So I was saying, in regard to what you've just said, I feel like when it comes to money, fewer people have a plan for, now when I get it, what will I do? As in, when I get that amount, that the one where I've said sasa nimefika, like what next? It's just like when you get married, like many guys before, especially when you're younger, you want to get married but you don't have a plan for now after the marriage. So now the wedding day is like the climax for these desires,
which creates a big crisis.
Then now the next day you have this anticlimactic feeling for,
no, is that it?
And I've realized everything has an anticlimactic feeling.
Dude, I've realized this. This is a philosophy I took of my life at some point, man. Like, especially, you remember when I came back, it wasn't the most pleasant of circumstances, right? And then I started the construction gig that we used to do, and then you finish, and still making money, but you're miserable as hell. Then you realize, man, at the end of the day, there's no final destination. Like, I've aimed to do so many things, and the moment I do them, I'm like, now what? And then I realized, oh shit, you gotta enjoy the journey.
Yeah, man.
It's the success success is a journey. Like it's what you do actively. It's what I would bend backwards to do. Like I would bend backwards to do stand up, to create laughter. Like I would do that and I'll enjoy that process for it. Anything else that comes around it is extra. And it was the most freeing thing I felt like. I felt nikaanza kunona kama wewe.
Oh yeah. Ilikuliberate.
Iliniberate, bro. Liberate. It was actually very liberating.
It was liberating you.
Yeah, dude. Like anything that I didn't enjoy, I was just like, fuck it. Yeah. Like I'm not putting any energy into it.
Yeah, I remember there was a time even you just folded some of your biasharas.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this. Yeah,
what are you focus?
Yeah, I did. And then I was happy for it, man. I did. People were like, "This is crazy. You're crazy. Why the fuck are you doing that? Why would you do that?" Losing it.
You are calling like those guys for fat. Chikini aje bukam. So skia bana. Unasema unafunga biz.
You know those guys talking about you behind your back, man. So this guy's lost it, man. But no, for me, it's like, dude, what is the point though? Like, why am I so miserable?
Yeah, true.
Like that money shows up and it's taking care of so many other things. The next thing you'll be doing is that same money is taking care of your health instead of making you happy. So I'm like, why can't I just be happy? And it was so liberating.
You know that auntie, that story you've said about enjoying the journey is interesting. Huh?
Yeah.
You see, I felt that also when I was building. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like the building process was such fun.
Yeah.
Like I'd go to the plot of land, we make a foundation. You left these guys korogaing.
Yeah.
You've gone and then now you've come back. They've finished. So you're like, this is nice. Even start working water on the foundation. You build the walls, you put the roof. Then I realized when you're done, there's also an anticlimactic feeling because you're done, you guys.
You're done. But then if you're not actively aware of that, that's where it becomes a problem. But if you are, the next thing you start doing is, so what next? That one. Yeah. Like you are always actively seeking out for those things,
which
right?
is that journey.
That journey. Instead of waiting till you're old and retired is when you start doing these things, and it's like, why the hell?
And then I've realized like especially me who's getting older, the faster. Like now I want to do fewer things. I want to do fewer things well than spreading myself so thin. Yeah. And I'm not doing those things well.
Yeah. No, you don't want. Yeah.
Mase you're investing in any biz that's coming about you guys.
And
checking sahi sasa ni mabarabara ndio zitashika kunini utenda ya barabara
niko na kampuni fuck that, man. Me it's like there was a time people would be calling you for shit and I would be like, yeah, okay, sawa, endeleeni tu mimi niko sawa. I'm so at peace. Yeah, yani there are certain things you just release from your life and you realize, man, I was a slave. I was a slave, man.
Like you know, I shut down my real estate channel. Okay, it's there, but
you no longer enjoy it.
I never used to enjoy
and then the day when you enjoy it, you want to pick it up again. Oh, so you were doing it for the money? The chums, man.
I was doing it for, I think, how I got into the real estate videos was, I saw some guy who'd done a real estate video. Then it had views, you guys.
You did it because of a guy.
I did it because of the views.
Yeah.
I said, this guy mbona anaendelea na kitu. Haoni iko na views.
Exactly. Umejenga kiosk juu jamaa alijenga kiosk. Mkakuwa wawili.
You guys.
That's a worst motivation.
So now I'd go to these cages, you guys, they'd be whack.
Yeah.
Time I have to say the way they are nice. Check it. This is an amazing sitting room. Check it. Sitting room ni mbaya.
But why couldn't you make it your journey? Be like, he's sitting over there, gonna ujinga.
How many guys are gonna invite you back to the property?
None.
Unless now you go in disguises to different properties.
Check it. Mimi ni Fanuel Kimyangani.
Then I think you can get sued. Can you get sued for true, honest reviews?
Not really. I don't think so, because it's fair comment. Yeah, I think you can't get sued because it's your opinion. Nimbaya, yeah. Like you can't. As long as you have. You're saying I don't like it. As long as I don't think you'll get sued.
But I think the Kenyan real estate market is a big sham. You guys, let me restart that camera. Sorry, me ndio producer pia. Kama ile simu.
Sawa. Lakini mimi sipatangi producer ba. Sipewangu producer.
Mbona?
Sasa sijui nini.
Kama jamaa na kuavoid.
Oh yes.